Yeah, watch this play, everyone. We go blue, X equals 0, confirm. Then we go Armageddon. And then we go Burst Lightning. And GG. And them taking 4 damage actually matters here because they're not going to be able to get Stream of Life. And we can still cast Lightning Bolt off the Trove. That's lethal, right? Oh my gosh, we're when casting Armageddon. I mean, it's Armageddon, right? That's Armageddon for you. Okay, they just quit. Dude, you have no idea what was gonna... You have no idea what you were in for. Or do I want Armageddon? I would rather Armageddon. Good game, opponent. We can't do both Rebel Rouser and Armageddon. Well, opponent, let me show you what I had. Yeah, not really, but thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome back to Bandit Magic. We're back with another draft in what's quickly turning out to be one of my favorite sets of all time. Up there with Kaldheim. Love Kaldheim. Original Strixhaven. Love Original Strixhaven. What are some other fun ones that I liked? I never drafted too much War of the Spark, but I liked War of the Spark. Outlaws of Thunder Junction was actually pretty fun as well. A lot of modern sets. I only started playing Magic in 2019, so it's still kind of newer to the grand scheme of Magic as a whole. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. We've had our last 3 drafts. We went 7 wins, 6 wins, 6 wins. So it's a lot of wins. It's a lot of wins. 19 wins in 3 drafts is what I'm here for. And now we're just waiting for others. Trying to get back to that 7-win spot. Would love to play Prismari Control. Haven't had the opportunity for that. Even like a Quandrix deck might be fun. Ooh, and this is what I want when I say Prismari Control. Traumatic Critique. Deals X damage to any target. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card where X is the amount of mana you spent to cast the X cost. Other good blue and red spells in here. Aviator. There is a secret blue-white Flyers deck in this format. So keep an eye out for that. When this attacks, it becomes prepared, and then its spell is Jump. Target creature gains flying. It's good for Storm Count, 1 mana spell. Hydro Channeler's in here. I'm not actually sure that wants to go in the spells deck. I think like a Potion or Strove is probably a little better. Anything else that's really good in here? Not really. I guess the Snake Warlock is not bad. Snake with hands, by the way. Honestly, there's not a lot of good Prismari cards in here, which is maybe good because we don't get to pass anything good in Prismari. Wow. Talk about Silver Quill and Witherbloom in this deck, this pack. Poxplague is unplayable unless you're playing mono black, and even if you're playing mono black, it's not very good. Expressive Fire Dancer is actually not bad, I think, in the Prismari build. This is even like a situation where I might just take a land for Converge. Maybe Terramorphic Expanse is better than the black-white, in case we don't. There's no guarantee that we're playing like 5 colors. Or Converge, I should say. So the Terramorphic Expanse is more guaranteed to make it in here. But I'll take the Fire Dancer. Alright, here we go. Now we're talking. Prismari Charm. Great. Brush Off. What do? Counter target spell, and it costs 2 less if it targets a instant or sorcery. Otherwise, we can surveil 2, draw a card, or deal 1 damage to each of 1 or 2 targets. Or bounce something. It's not the best of the charms, that's for sure. Elemental Mascot is okay. But yeah, I'm just looking for spells here. I'm looking for instant spells. I think the charm is okay. And now here, nothing that I'm really in love with. What do you do? ETB put a stun counter, tap and put it. That's pretty good. And then it has essentially prowess, and then the magnum opus is +2/+2. Yeah, I think that's not bad. I think the fire singer is a little bit too niche for Seething Song. I just don't know if there's a lot of things to do with Seething Song in this format. And I think we're definitely committed to forcing Prismari here. Flashback, okay. Flashback is not bad. I think Living History is also not bad if we have flashback spells. Chase Inspiration is not bad either. Target instant or sorcery card gains flashback. I mean, it's pretty good with the Traumatic Critique, right? The Archaic is also not bad here. This is starting to look like the deck that we had last time. I also like Goblin Glass, right? I think just making a treasure is pretty good for your ramp stuff. I actually think I want to take the glass right now. Let's try flashback. Armageddon, destroy all lands? What? That's criminal, right? It's more criminal that I'm seriously considering it. I've never gotten to play. I've never casted Armageddon in my life. Burst Lightning here. This is great. We'll take Burst Lightning. And honestly, what's fun about the Prismari deck is that like nothing is like too hard to cast in the Prismari deck. I think there's like a Jeskai spells deck somewhere in the format as well. Lorehold Charm. Sure. You know what? Let's see if we can like do like a Jeskai spells situation. Potioner's Trove. It's the sort of thing I'm looking for. I mean, casting Armageddon in a spot where your board is better than your opponent's will just win you the game. Not to mention we have artifacts that can maybe make mana for us. I don't know how I didn't even know Armageddon was in the bonus sheet here. This is so criminal. Oh, I'm gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I'm already having like remorse. Like I can picture myself, 30 minutes from now casting Armageddon and feeling like the biggest bad guy in the world. But hey, I didn't put it into format. Terramorphic Expanse, I love you. Get into my deck here. I don't like any of these. I guess you flashback and you do stuff, but you won't have a target. Strife Scholar is better. Triggers Magnum Opus with the prepared spell. But really, we're looking to play as little creatures as possible here. The Archaic is probably fine in the 3-color deck. Here, Chase Inspiration. In case we pull some Prismari Bombs. Ooh. I've been waiting to get my hands on you, my little stallion. My little pony. Things we want to see. Wheel here. Procrastinate, Tone Blast. Even the Transcendent Archaic, I think, would be happy to see Wheel. But yeah, we take the... I'll read it for you guys in case you guys aren't familiar with the Color Storm Stallion. It's a 3-mana 3/3 with Ward 1 and Haste. Opus gets +1/+1, and if it was 5 or more, you create a copy of this creature. So very quickly this gets out of hand. Ooh, Wisdom of the Ages is a tremendous card. This is 7 mana, return all your instants and sorceries from your graveyard to your hand. And then you exile it. But in a spells deck, that's gonna be like draw a ton of cards. Small possibility you get to cast Armageddon twice. Sleight of Hand is good. Okay, a lot of Prismari stuff in here. Let's see. Tester of the Tangential. I almost pronounced this word differently. I think would have been inappropriate. Increment, beginning of combat, pay X, move X. I'm not interested. Sleight of Hand, look at the top 2, put one of them. Sonar, what do? You enter prepared, you create a token, activate only if you, okay. And then Wild Idea, search your library for an int, so I can search for Armageddon. I think I just like sleight of hand better. Top 2 cards, put one of them into your hand. They're at the bottom. Procrastinate is not bad either. We'll take sleight of hand. If Sonar wheels, we'll take Sonar. Here I don't like really any of these. Probably the land is not bad. A blue land here. 4 mana. Yeah, I'm not interested on a 4 mana spell here. We'll just take the land. Here's another land. It's not bad. Ooh, Essence Scatter is actually pretty solid. I think we'll just take the Essence Scatter. Yeah, Paradox Surveyor. It's not really the deck for that. Sky Coach I always like in a deck like this, but we'll just take the Essence Scatter here. Tome Blast. And now we're looking for a win con. We don't really have a win con. I mean, like Armageddon. Sure. Return up to X target instants and or sorceries. Okay, so this is like Wisdom of Ages, but a little bit cheaper. I don't know if I'm more interested in that or Procrastinate. I mean, let's try it, right? This is an experimental draft. This one specifically that we're doing now. Top 5 cards of your library. Reveal up to 2 creatures. Put all lands onto the battlefield and all creatures reveal. Okay. I don't like any of these here. The Worm is actually not bad in this deck, I guess. Here, do we want the Archaic? It's not bad when we're able to cast it for 5. Even 4, even 3 is fine. But we need more ways to stay alive. And I think we've been procrastinating on drafting Procrastinate. So I think we just got to take it now. Glass right here will ramp us. None of you are going to make the cut. I just don't think we need a second chase. I don't even know if we need 1 chase inspiration. But if we draft, if we get like a bomb, one of the dragons or something like that, it's totally doable. A second Fire Dancer, sure, why not? That's still one creature that I think is okay in this Prismar. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Alright, Splatter Technique is 5 mana to draw 4 or deal 4 to each creature. It's exactly what this deck wants. Landscape Painter is fine in here. Visionary's Dance I would love to wheel. Homesickness, some good cards in here. Seize the Spoils I think is fine too. Oh my gosh. Emeritus of Conflict has a Lightning Bolt, which I think in a deck like this, we might be able to prepare it. We might just be able to prepare it. Bulk Up? No, I'm not interested in Bulk Up. Mika is not a very good card. Rebel Rouser is good. Yeah, we'll just take our Emeritus here. Brush Off, I think I'm probably okay with taking now. It's a 4 mana counter target creature spell, which is not great. But I think I'd rather have it than Seize the Spoils. Here we go. And I was hoping we would run into like a Zaphi. This is great. This will put us in such a good spot. Because now, you can even do like cast my 7-drop and then cast Armageddon for free. And now, good luck dealing with a 5/7 late game. And we have to start making some cuts here. Vivid Outburst, Vibrant Outburst, great. Deal 3 damage, tap a target creature. That'll save you. Banishing Betrayal is good too. I think we're gonna start cutting the green from our deck. Nothing here. Guess the Lorecaster. We have some good stuff to bring back. Lorecaster's okay. Here's the white land, in case we did want to splash for Armageddon and Lorehold Charm. I think I'm okay with that. Another Virtuoso over the Painter. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the Virtuoso. I think we're looking for tempo here. Seize the Spoils. I think we're trying to ramp into our Tempest. Rebel Rouser ramps us into the Tempest. And we're actually, I think our deck is good enough that we're going to have to make some cuts here. Cut to Greenland here. Don't need the Greenland. Nothing here that we're interested in. Let's look at our creature count. It's a little high, right? 10 for a spells deck? That feels a little high. Yeah, I like this. 5-drop, make a 3/3 flyer. Surveil 2. All right. Now let's make our cuts and let's get into the game. After we see what our final pick is, obviously probably a land. I'm gonna guess a swamp. No, it's a follow Lumerits. All right, cool. Let's take a look at our deck here. So we need to make 6 cuts. Goblin Glassrite stays because it makes a treasure. Rebel Rouser stays because it can ramp us. Obviously, Stallion is a win con, so Stallion stays. Lorecaster could go if we needed to go. I think we cut the 2 Fire Dancers. I think we cut the Lorecaster. And now we're trying to cut 3 spells. I think I'd like to keep 1 Chase Inspiration. And we're not going to play 2 planes. We're just going to play 1. Yeah, 1 Chase Inspiration I think is fine. To protect our Horse or our Zephi. Even the Emeritus is not bad here. I think we do cut the Lorehold Charm, though. Just because we're only splashing white for Armageddon here. So now we're looking to make 1 more cut. How good is Flashback here? Flashing back Splatter Technique is good. Flashing back Armageddon. Just in case of rebuild. It's an instant, so you can even flashback a counter spell, right? Nah, I think flashback is fine in a deck like this. Maybe Divergent Equation is a little bit too fancy. I think maybe... Right, because you pay 3 to return 1 spell. You pay 5 to return 2 spells. It is instant speed, right? So I guess I don't hate it, right? If I'm casting this at the end of opponent's 3rd turn to return a spell. I don't hate it. Seize the spoils, huh? Brush off. Maybe this, just like making the 3/3 flyer is not going to win us a game. But it's one of the few things that puts pressure on the board is a thing. And it does trigger Opus, which we actually don't have a lot of ways to do that. Right? Any other X spells? Procrastinate, Divergent Equation. These are the only ways that we have to trigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't cut any of these spells because we need to make Stallions. Potioner's Trove just keeps us alive. Maybe Chase Inspiration is the cut. Or maybe we just get rid of Armageddon. It's morally corrupt. I'll never see the Magic the Gathering Pearly Gates if I cast Armageddon, but I have to try it. I have to try it. Maybe Flashback, right? Maybe Flashback is too fancy. I think we cut Flashback. All right, this is the deck. Let's get into some games. Let's put Armageddon as our box art. Let's put our Prismari sleeves here. Where'd you go, Prismari? Here you go, Prismari. Put our Prismari tome. And let's get into the games. Alright, the moment of truth is here. been dying to play a control deck for a long time. And we go first. We can go island, look for a land is not bad here. Also just playing Terramorphic Expanse for a mountain is not bad. I think we'll slow roll it here. It's always better to get the tap land out of the way as soon as you can. I'm just going to do that now. Obviously, casting Sleight of Hand on turn 1 is tempting as well, but you know, we could always do that next turn if we're if we miss a land drop, we could always do that. Seize the Spoil is fine as well. Right, if they're not playing a creature, we can just dump our creature and ramp here. All right, let's go look for our mountain. Let's see what opponent is playing. Hopefully nothing aggressive. I'd like to see that. I think we'll keep up as in Scatter. Nothing from opponent, so I think now we go Prismari Charm, Surveil 2. And then draw a card. Double land. I like double land. Yeah, I really like double land. And we'll keep them in this order. You know what? I think we'll put one land in there. Because I think now we're going to do this here. Throw away our creature. Actually, maybe throwing away Sleight of Hand is better. We want to keep our ability to tempo. Okay, and now I'm regretting it because we didn't draw land. So now I'm regretting tossing Sleight of Hand. And you can see these control decks are fun, but they're hard to pilot sometimes. Alright, we got our land here. And I think we just go... We can't make our treasure, huh? I guess we just keep up Essence Scatter. That's fine. If they cast like a big 4-drop creature, yeah. I'm happy to do that. We could do this on their end step. Surveil 2. It's not bad. Over making the treasure. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. We hit our land drop, so not desperate to do that. 4/4. Oh, I don't like that. We might have to cast Divergent Equation here. Let's see what they remove. Essence Scatter. So we can cast you for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To go return 2 spells. I think I'm okay with that. Right, return Essence Scatter and maybe Prismari Charm or Seize the Spoil. Essence Scatter. Let's go Prismari Charm. Because I'm thinking of just bouncing the creature here. It's just good tempo, right? Bouncing it. All right, let's think about this. This is a little more awkward than I think. So we can bounce it and then hold up Essence Scatter. That's totally doable. I don't want them eating our graveyard because we got things that we could play later. Alternatively, we can also just kill this for 4 mana, but we'd have to burn our treasure. I think I'm also okay with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. A Monstrous Rage would save it. That would be bad. Yeah. I thought about it just a little bit too late. Oh, that's so bad. It's actually tragic how bad that is. think I'm gonna dump the glass right, so we can make our land drop. I called it too as soon as the it gave the opponent an opportunity to respond. All right, now we'll definitely have to Prismari Charm the Sloth back to their hand. It is an instant though, so I can wait. Probably before combat though. And then I'll have 4 mana. So is there anything I want to do with 4 mana here? Yeah, probably cast Rubble Rouser. I don't know what I'd want to discard though. Or I guess I want to keep up Essence Scatter as well. So really I have 2 mana. So we'll play the Emeritus. And we don't have a way of casting a 3rd spell this turn, so we're going to have to unfortunately miss out on that. Unless we go Virtuoso, throw away Procrastinate. It's just not worth it, right? Alright, so before combat, we'll bounce the Sloth. Yeah, and that's just bad from the opponent here. To give me the opportunity to fizzle out their spell. Yeah, now they can't even play the Sloth because... Oh, well, first of all, I guess they don't have a Plains. That's a good point there. I think we just pass the turn here. We have 2 counter spells and a way to make a flyer. Yeah, awkward position for the opponent here. Slow game. These are going to be slow games. My last 2 drafts have been pretty aggressive, so we've been able to get through a lot of games pretty quickly. Exile this card from your graveyard. Create 2 1/1s. I don't like that. So I'd rather not counter it. I'd rather just like stun it. Yeah, this I would love to counter. And I think we just go you and just try to tempo them out. If they play an instant, we can counter it. Otherwise, we can't. Oh my gosh, here's Armageddon. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got to start thinking about Armageddon here. So we got to think about setting up for Armageddon next turn. So what's our best option here is maybe just cast a 3/3 flyer on their turn and destroying all the lands. Yeah, so I think we'll just pass the turn. Ink Mage. So do we win this race, right? They have 7. Maybe we just keep countering their stuff. Play this patient. Ooh, Burst Lightning is good. Well, actually, Burst Lightning is great. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Can you do this at instant speed? Yeah, so we have to destroy the lands first. Wait, actually, we can prepare Lightning Bolt. This is huge. So we go blue. Yeah, watch this play, everyone. We go blue, X = 0, confirm. Then we go Armageddon. And then we go Burst Lightning. And GG. Okay, I said I was gonna feel bad when I did that. I didn't feel very bad there. Only because what an exceptional turn from Mr. Gamer here to have the wherewithal to cast Procrastinate for 0 and then cast Armageddon while floating my mana so that I have the mana up for Burst Lightning to also prepare Lightning Bolt so that if I top deck a mountain, 3 damage to the face after they take 7 and they have no board. That's cinema. That's cinema piloting right there. Let's go to the next game. Next game here. Not to mention, not to continue tooting my own horn here. Do we want to keep this? Not a lot of control elements here, but obviously not going to mulligan. You guys know how I feel about mulligans. It's the fastest way to lose a game. Last thing I was going to say about the last game. Not to mention that the ordering of Armageddoning first before removing their creature was important because that prevents them from being able to make the exiling their creature to make the 2/1/1s in response. Okay, anything we want to do here? Yeah, we want to cast Goblin Glassright. And I think next turn we just go Potioner's Trove, make a treasure. I like that. And if we take 4 here, that's okay. Next turn, we're on tapping with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Also, they can't really attack into the 2/2 here. It's pretty bad for them. Alright, that's less bad for them. Vivid Outburst. Good card. Can we Rubble Rouser and hold up Vibrant Outburst? Yeah, we can. And I think here we just dump the Sleight of Hand. Let me think about this. It's also... It's tempting to do this now in case they have a way to protect the Shopkeeper's Vein. We can also just gain the life if we do that now, huh? Sometimes you don't have to play at instant speed, my friends. Let's go to combat. Get our 2 damage. And now we can either play Rubble Rouser or we can gain 2 life. I think playing Rubble Rouser is probably better, considering we missed a land drop. And there's our land. Oh, we didn't miss a land drop. Whoops. Big snaky snake. I think I'm happy to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the reason we don't use the extra mana is so that we can gain the life. And now that's essentially out for the rest of the game. Now, the Prepared spell is pretty good, though. That's something I should have maybe took into account. Ooh. Okay. Pretty good turn from opponent there. Well, we're starting to hit a wall here. Alright, first strike is good, though, against the Shopkeeper's Bane. Let's see if they just gain their life here. Maybe they just tap out to gain their life. This could be worth countering, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's not gonna get the creature through first strike, opponent. I hate to break it to you. Unless you have a way to getting its toughness up to 3. Do we just counter this? Yeah, we do. And now we're desperate to is there anything we want to know? Seize the spoils, can't cast it. Ouch. But next time we draw land, it's looking good for us. And we're really looking to get that spell that returns instants to our hand. I still don't know why they're targeting the Shopkeeper's Bane over the Infirmary Healer. I guess they don't really care about the attack. They're just trying to put page counters on their book, which will win them the game eventually. And we're just gonna like lose to card advantage on opponent's side. Not to mention the longer they wait to cast this, the better it's gonna be too. They're just gonna, you know, cast this for like 10 at some point, gain 10 life, and we're not gonna be able to beat that. Alright, top decking a land here wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. We get to dump it to seize the spoils. Stargaze. It's actually the first time I've seen anyone cast this card. Look at twice X cards from the top of your library. Put X cards among them into your hand, and you lose X life. It's pretty good, actually, here. So they get to draw 4 here? Is that allowed? That feels so good. Oh, I'm so jealous, opponent. Yeah, and there's the land we were a little bit afraid of. Honestly, Armageddon sounds kind of nice right now, doesn't it? Okay, hold up. Hold up. I don't know if we win. We lose, right? Because this is now just tap, draw a card. They're gonna put lands back on the battlefield and just beat us. Can we do this plus Virtuoso? Yeah, we can. Which would also trigger we'd get Lightning Bolt out of it. Okay. Hold up. All right, let's freaking do it. Land for red. And we'll do this post-combat, I think. I can't believe we're casting Armageddon again. We'll see how this one goes for us. And them taking 4 damage actually matters here because they're not going to be able to get Stream of Life. And we can still cast Lightning Bolt off the Trove. I mean, they're definitely going to have lands. It's going to be a slow rebuild for them, though. Actually, I think they lose to Lightning Bolt, right? I think these might be dead. We have 4 damage that we can do via Rubble Rouser, Lightning Bolt. Gain 2 life. I don't know if that's enough. Do we just block here? No, we don't block. We cast pre-combat to get the Opus trigger. That's lethal, right? Oh my gosh, we're 2-0 when casting Armageddon. I mean, it's Armageddon, right? That's Armageddon for you. Oh, dude, I'm a criminal. I should be locked up. They need to lock me up. Alright, for the third draft in a row, we have started 2-0. You love to see it. You go first with no blue, huh? It's iffy. Very, very iffy. We have a dead Essence Scatter in our hand. Next turn we can do the same play pattern of going Potioner's Trove, make a treasure, attack for 2. It's not bad. Going against another Prismari deck, it looks like. And this is maybe just a moment where we go cast these Despoils, discarding Essence Scatter. And we actually won't tap the Trove because Brush Off is actually relevant here. Okay, great. Lands, am I right? Oh, come on, buddy. You're fine. Is there anything I want to pitch to Rebel Rouser? Honestly, I think I'm happy to just hit them for 2 and pass the turn. We got a counterspell. We got Procrastinate. We probably don't need. We'll take a Terramorphic Expand though. You have something, right? Oh, okay. Well, then that's on you. I don't feel bad. You're playing a black-green card in your Prismari deck. I don't feel bad at all. Same thing. I think we just, whatever their first spell is, we just counter it and we win the game. We're totally just chilling here, being patient. Okay, well, I'm not gonna counter that. we just like stunned this. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Sorry that you guys had to see that. Hey, he doesn't know though that eventually I would have destroyed all his lands, which would have been worse. So maybe this was better for him. 3-0 start here. Playing a guy named Fourth Wave Shall Live for our 4th win. Fitting. Oh, man. No red, but we do have Potioner's Trove. And we have Armageddon in hand. Never bad. Also, Armageddon is just good against these, like, do-nothing spells deck, which there's a lot in this format. Because if they don't have a way to counter it, now they have, like, a bunch of cards in their hand that they'll never get to cast with no board presence. I think we keep this. We're on the draw. As long as we draw a land, which we do, we unlock the rest of our hand through the Trove. Group Project, good card. Let's see, they could have some way to protect it, but I kind of want them to pump it. Maybe they have like a pump spell. Doesn't look like it, so we'll just bounce this. We also could have removed the, I just realized it's a 1/1. Didn't really think about that. Alright, start thinking about this here. Rebel Rouser. discarding the planes because we have the Trove. We don't need the planes anymore. This spell being flashback 0 mana, tap 3 untapped creatures, is actually relevant in an Armageddon game. And no blocks, he can do 4. We might need to get the Divergent Equation out of the bin as well. I think we're going to keep up mana here for Muse's Encouragement. We can also go Divergent Equation. X equals 1. Exile a creature. Okay. Okay, let me think about that. Can't go to combat. We have to do this now, or else we lose the mana. And I think I want to go chase Inspiration into the bin. And now we're almost at a point where I think Armageddon will win us the game. If they don't play a creature. Okay, now we're going to have to slow down a little bit on that. It is an instant. You've got to keep that in mind. Oh, I keep the lands. Keep the lands, idiot. We got to keep the lands so we can play them post Armageddon. That was a very silly thing I just did. Okay, so we can do this X equals... Can we do 3? No. Because 3 would be 3, 6, 7. Oh, we can actually. Bring back our whole hand. Trigger Mega Opus on this. In case that matters for a removal spell they have. Power 2 or less. I guess we have to do this now then. You have forced my hand. I mean, that feels good, right? Oof. Exile my token. Yeah, that's okay, opponent. Very close to an Armageddon win here. Stallion. It's tempting to Armageddon here. But I think we have to wait. I think we have to wait. Okay, they just quit. Dude, you have no idea what was gonna... You have no idea what you were in for. Oh man, these are fun games. Honestly, a lot faster than I thought as well. Let's go to the next one. Alright, 4-0 start. Not gonna jinx anything, but it's been good so far. Great hand too to open. Burst Lightning. Virtuoso for tempo. Dramatic critique. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. It's been fun. This is the Prismari control deck is everything I thought it would be. There's definitely an aggressive version of this deck, which I don't think is as good as the control version. Opponent, I'm very happy to just play lands and pass the turn. I don't think that's what you want to do with a guy like me. You're gonna live to regret that choice. Okay, they're holding priority. I don't know what they could have in white-black with nothing on the board. I think Send in the Pest is a sorcery. They could have the card that cycles. That's a possibility. Opponent, like I said, I'm so happy to just do this all day. In black-white, I seriously doubt you're playing a control deck. Oof. Don't have the mana to counter that, unfortunately. Just one off. Can I kill you? Don't have the mana for kicker. Don't have the mana from that. So I think we just have to tap you down so that we don't take 5. And congratulations, you get to cast Demonic Tutor. And hopefully you pay... if they play a 2 toughness creature, that'd be great right now. They don't have to reveal it, too. Let's get a card, Demonic Tutor. And then next turn we can just go Kicker on Burst Lightning to kill the Emeritus. I mean, eventually we'll Wisdom of Aegis to get everything back. And we won't use Burst Lightning on the Stone Decent. Okay. And now I don't like being tapped out here. They can do a lot of things. Okay, that's okay. That's not the worst thing they could have done. That's a tough creature to deal with, but we'll be okay. So we want to have at least maybe 4 mana. No, but I think we can get away with doing this now. Because we can still cast this for 3 to remove the Honor-Bound Page, which is kind of what I want to do with my turn. We also hold up a counter spell. Worst case scenario 2, we can also play a 3/3, so a few things we can do. If they pump their Honor-Bound Page, I definitely want to remove it. Yeah, that's okay. Now, do I want to take 7 to see what they play in their second main phase? Yeah, I kind of do a little bit. I think I'm comfortable going to 10. Because if they play a big creature, then I'd want to remove it here. I think I'll play my... make a 3/3 here. And then we can just remove it on our 2 lands. I definitely want to the bottom because we're at 6 mana and we have an island in hand, so do that. And now we can still go this equals 3 plus hold up like brush off interaction. And we'll just have blockers here. I think we have a really good turn here. Rabbit attack. I would like to start with Chromatic Critique. Equals 3. And then hopefully they cast another instant here that we could brush off. Otherwise, I might just brush off. Great. Amazing. That went exactly how I wanted it to go. Actually, Essence Scatter's better. We'll just get it back with Wisdom of Ages. And this is where Armageddon would go crazy. We can go like Rebel Rouser, Armageddon, etc. And I think opponent will just quit. Yeah, well, that's a great spell. I wasn't sure how good this spell would play out, but when you build the deck correctly, this is an incredible spell. That's rough, opponent. I'm gonna add salt to that wound if you don't mind. Yeah, that was we held our spells there, I think, perfectly with the way we had our mana. And yes, I had a fun that match. In order to respond with Traumatic Critique followed by Brush Off, I think that was some really good gameplay there. Let's go to the next one. All right, 5-0 here. Armageddon in hand, which is never good for the opponent, but very good for us. We're a little bit short on lands, but we do have good 3-cost spells that can help us with tempo or with getting us back up to speed. And we have obviously one of our really good cards, so we just gotta roll with this. Vibrant Outburst 2 will buy us a turn or two. And there's our third land, thank goodness. Two-drop. Do we remove the 2-drop? No, I think we just tap it down. Prismari Charm 2, perfect. Give us some tempo. A second Spirit Mascot, okay. Actually, maybe just before combat we'll Vibrant Outburst. Pass to attackers. See if they do anything here. It's maybe a little tough to have a respond for a spell like this. Even if they can put a counter on it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Would really love that land. And now that we're falling behind, I think we actually maybe go Rebel Rousers. And honestly, we probably just throw Zephi in there. Man, this is tough. We can also... No, we can't kill it. Surveil 2 draw is probably the best option here, but then if we do that, we're still kind of in a rough spot. I think we have to go Rebel Rouser. And we probably put Zephi in there. I mean, we're just so behind on lands. We got to be able to catch up. Oof, and still no lands. Still no lands is tough. At least we're up to 4 now. That's a good primary research. Ah, it's a good turn for the opponent. Alright, there's a land. I think we start setting up for Armageddon. Slowly. Surely, but slowly. Let me think about this. Yeah, let's do this now. Alright, we want to keep a land so we can post Armageddon, we can go Mountain Burst Lightning. Because we probably won't even cast Armageddon next turn, right? Because we have to bounce their Spirit Mascot before we do that. So then we're looking to play like a 3-mana spell. A 4-mana spell? Well, I guess we can bounce it and play Armageddon. So I think it's the Muse's Encouragement that goes to the graveyard here. Let's see if we did that right. I guess we'll find out next turn. That's also assuming they don't play a creature, right? Okay, now killing the Rebel Rouser is relevant. This changes what we do a little bit. Because now I'm just kind of hoping they play another creature and then we can wipe their board. So now we can bounce and then hold up Burst Lightning. Yeah, I guess now we just go back to playing Control. I think we're okay here. And eventually we'll get to cast Armageddon and win the game. The 4/4, huh? I think we let them get a trigger off. Because yeah, if this goes to a 4/4, we could still get rid of it with Splatter Technique. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with this. And I think we actually will bounce primary research. Or maybe not. They'll get to draw a card, but who cares when we Armageddon the board? I think I'm just going to Surveil and draw here. Divine Equation is good. Emeritus is better. Okay, so now we can go Splatter Technique. I think I'm a little confused here. I think I did some things A little bit out of order. Also, big mistake not playing my island for... I guess not. I needed to play double red, so either way that was going to happen. Okay, this is rough. This is rough. We definitely, I think, got a little bit too cute with it. And now we have to figure out a way to deal with the sloth before we Armageddon. Good card advantage too with the primary research. Them drawing an extra card on the end step. They're looking through my graveyard, which I think is a mistake. I think they're scared of my spells deck, but the extra card draw for them is probably the better choice. Okay, so we can burst lightning. Kicked won't do enough. Now we can get up to lightning bolt though. Right? No, we can't get up to lightning bolt. We don't have enough red. We should probably keep brush off up too, so we have 4 mana to work with. I guess we just do this. And then we do this. Oh, perfect. You actually just got me my lightning bolt. Okay, and now we have an answer for the sloth. And we can re-trigger lightning bolt as well. No blocks. We're gonna have to take 5. Hopefully we don't die. Rubble Rouser's gonna kill us eventually. Alright, so let's think about this. We can just lightning bolt it twice, right? We go lightning bolt, craft with pride, burst lightning, lightning bolt. And then we have to try not to die to the Rubble Rouser. Alright, so lightning bolt. Craft with pride to make a red. I guess we can do this first. No. Well, no, because then we're still gonna be missing a red. Yeah, so we have to do this. Kicking it to kill a Rubble Rouser is actually maybe more important. And I think tapping down the Rubble Rouser is relevant because we're at 3 health. I think we just attack with the 2/2 here. In case they have removal, I don't want to go down to 1 because then we're dead to the Rubble Rouser. Oh, and now I have no idea how we kill the... Well, Sleight of Hand is a really good start. Because we want to be able to kill the Rubble Rouser here. So let's go Sleight of Hand. That's 1 spell. Tone Blast is great. We did it. We're going to do it. Now we go Tone Blast. No, we don't have enough red. Oh my gosh. We don't have enough red. Okay, that's okay. Next turn we can go Tone Blast, Lightning Bolt. Okay, we're okay. Scary though. I wanted to Armageddon so long ago, but just can't. Because we got to deal with the Rubble Rouser before we Armageddon. Ah. And now we have no way. No way to deal with it. Oh, man. We can't Armageddon just yet. No attacks in case they have some pump spell, monstrous rage, or anything like that, where they can like attack plus pump. And now I have to think about if I want to surveil on my upkeep. No, because if we do, we won't have mana to remove it. We're gonna die to Rubble Rouser here, or a burn spell. Would I rather see what we would have drawn, or do I want to Armageddon? I would rather Armageddon. Good game, opponent. You got me. I couldn't get there. Alright. The perfect run is over. We can take the pressure off. Let's go to the next game. Alright. Against Fibblethip. Is that the actual factual Fibblethip, or is that just a homunculus? Anybody know? Oh, big Fibblethip enjoyer. Look at the sleeves. That's awesome. Alright, what are we doing here? You go first. It's a great opening hand. Early interaction. A lot of early interaction. Ooh, that's a good card. I know how important that card is, because we just... what's more important here? I think the Glass Red is more important. Any threats that they play, we can just deal with on our turn anyways. Considering we missed land drops, I'm more interested in... Okay. We can do this on their... Yeah, before they go to combat. I think we'll go ahead and do that. Deal 3, tap. Okay. It's a good response. This is really rough not having more red sources. I'm not worried about the pest, right? I'm not worried about the pest. What's more important here? I can keep up Brush Off and also cast Burst Lightning. I guess that's our play. Ooh. Ouch. Okay. That's very ouchy. Now, I don't want them gaining a counter. I think we just Burst Lightning the token here. And then whatever they respond with, I think we counter. No response. Good. Can't have them gaining life. I guess we can brush this off and make a treasure. How bad is that? I think we need this treasure to catch up in this game eventually. Yeah, especially with another missed land drop. And we take a turn off, but we can procrastinate the Bletch. And they might just have like a handful of removal. Okay, Lewin is good. That's a great turn for them here. Yeah. That's a really, really good turn for them. Only thing that could save us here is like splatter technique before things get out of hand. Tome Blast doesn't get us out of this problem. Guess we go Rubble Rouser. And we look for some answers. Maybe Tome Blast is a better. Man, this is rough. We'll get to kill the 1/1s. Bletch will get some counters, but yeah, this is looking tough to come back from. I forgot that the pests get the counters as well. This is looking really rough. Thankfully, they don't have any more creatures in there. Oh no. This is why I countered this spell early on as well. Just to show you guys the power of the Bogwater Lumerate. I think this is like honestly one of the best cards in the Witherbloom deck. How'd they do that again? Oh, they discarded a card. What did they discard? Yeah. It's good play pattern on their behalf. Just an absolute house. Oh, sorry. Oh man, and we don't have a unconditional board wipe anyways, so that would have been it for us. Oh, 5-0 start. Down to 5-2. Just like that. Let's get at least one more win. Come on, I know we can do it. Alright, down to our last life here. 5-2 after a 5-0 start. And we just keep getting these opening hands with 2 lands. But I'm gonna keep again. I'm gonna keep again. Goblin Glassrite can get us the treasure for Armageddon. I think we're actually gonna cast this on 2 instead of holding up Essence Scatter, since we have no third land. Still no third land. They don't block here. And now make them think about it. Even though I don't have anything. And then I just go, okay, no problem, you go. That way they think about, like, maybe they just didn't want to burn the burn spell or the combat trick. But we don't even have one. Virtuoso? I don't think I care about Virtuoso. Oh, speaking of Virtuoso. This is rough. Does anything help me get a land here? No. Well, Critique does, but we can't kill anything. And do we dare cast this and go back down to 2 lands? I think we do. Worst case scenario, we still have Essence Scatter up. Third land, we get Virtuoso. Now we don't really have the Armageddon package. Oh man, I just want to draw my lands. We're playing a normal amount of lands. We're not cheating. Ooh, that's a good card. That's a really good card. Ugh. That's so brutal. Please don't play instants and sorceries. Play like a big dumb creature that I can counter. Play that turtle. Play that 6/6 turtle. Play a creature. I'm behind on lands. Get ahead on board. The smart thing to do here is to get ahead on board. Nice. Never punished. Oh, nice. That went so well for us, dude. Still nothing. Oh my gosh. Alright, well now we're cooked. Now I have nothing. The opponent, it's all yours. I can make him think about it, though. He's gonna go, no way. Another Essence Scatter? Nah, bro. I got nothing. Oh my gosh, I could do this for 0 to draw 2 and discard a card. I should have been doing that. I didn't even think about that. Choose any target. I'd like to do 0 to myself. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, what do we do here? What do we do here? I guess equation, since we have a Wisdom of Ages in hand. Okay. We obviously have to... I guess the Virtuoso is actually not even that crazy. I guess Potion of Trove is actually better. Beginning of each time step, if you put a counter on this creature... Okay, so that they can increment, I guess? Yeah, that's pretty bad. But we need this. So we can start... Because next turn we can do 5-drop, make a Stallion. Then eventually we can go Wisdom of Ages, make more Stallions. And then we Armageddon the board. And see if we can win from there. The streets are saying we might be back. Okay, that's good. That's not an instant or sorcery. I just don't want to making 1/1 flyers. That's really the only thing that I care about. Although, oh my goodness, 3? Oh my gosh. I thought I just made 0/0s with counters equal to how many you put. That's rough. That's so rough. I don't even know what we do here. Armageddon doesn't save us. It's a little bit too late for that, man. Guess we just do this at instant speed on their turn. We'll make 2 3/3s. It's not irrelevant. And surely that's the last time they can increment, right? No, I guess if they have a 5-mana spell here, they can still increment. That's pretty bad. Just don't have anything, opponent. Just don't have anything. You have no idea how rough the last 2 games went for me. Let me get a win here. Terra Fractal. Okay. Terra Fractal. X equals 4. Yep. Dude, can I get some lands? Oh my goodness. Nice. Not really. Keep that to yourself. How good is Tone Blast here? Is Tone Blast good? Not really. Gets rid of a 2/2. So I can block there. Honestly, this is so chopped. I'd rather have a land to tap down like 2 things. Okay, and then we block here. And then what happens if we do this? We take 6. We take 12. Shoot. Count me in. And all our stuff lives. We'll figure something out. Okay, Outburst. Outburst is relevant. Outburst is relevant. Because what we can do here is we can tap down their big flyer. Okay. Yeah. And then we can like get rid of their 3/3, tap down their 6/6. Okay. 1 health in a dream. Like I said, once they start making 1/1 flyers, we're in a lot of trouble. Yeah. Like that. They don't even have great attacks, if I'm being honest. Studious first here. They're gonna make another 1/1 flyer. Oh my gosh, I hate this. I hate this. I want to destroy your land so bad. What do you have? Growth curve, maybe? They're hovering their cards like they had something. Alright, before combat. 2, 3. Well, now the 1/1s are a little bit more important to kill, huh? It's okay. Probably don't have any good attacks. You just pass the turn here. Terramorphic expands. Not what I was looking for. Probably go look for red. So what are our options here? We can go Virtuoso. Hold up, chase inspiration. Gain life off the Trove. We can Tome Blast, but then we're dead. So Virtuoso, stun counter on the Terrafractal. No attacks. Here go. We'll see. We'll see if we live here. We'll get to eat one of the 1/1s. And gain life. I think we'll net 1 life here, assuming everything else is fine. Pass to attackers. I hope they attack all, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's what I didn't want, is the attack with 2 birds. I actually don't want to target the bird because I think, whatever. Okay, that's fine. Actually, I should go full control. Okay. Thankfully, I didn't just lose the game there. Okay, now we're in a lot of trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top deck a land. We can cast Wisdom of Ages and... Oh my gosh. Alright, we're still not dead because we can Tome Blast the bird and we can still block the Pterofractal while making more horses. Just wanted to put that on everyone's radar. Also, we get to gain life. That's huge. No way. Are you kidding me? Alright, well now we're actually dead. Actually, we're still alive, but just barely. Oh, man. It's a good strategy by the opponent. It's a good deck. More like it. But yeah, just overwhelming the board is probably a good answer to my control deck. This deck is good with like the mid-range decks that aren't like doing a ton of things constantly, but the value engine of the Murmuring Mystic with the Fractal Tender is just too much for my deck to deal with. I mean, I'm tapped out. And they have a Trampler. And we have to take 3 in the air. I'm sure they can get lethal through. This is a... On 19 life? Oh my gosh. This is one of those moments where I would just like... send everyone in and let the nerd on the other side of the table do the math. Yep. Sometimes you're the nerd, man. Sometimes in life you're the nerd. All right, so the non-negotiables is that, and then we have to block the trample. So that's the next non-negotiable. And now, can we find blockers everywhere else? Where do we have like good deals? All right, we have a good. I guess let's start with the chumps. Chump here. Chump here, chump here, and now we can like eat there and bounce off there, and then we're still somehow alive. Do we keep all our horses? No, they're trading. We keep 2 horses. That would be the only way we win, right? Is that like if we were able to keep all our horses and do like an insane attack on the return. We can't do both Rebel Rouser and Armageddon. Well, opponent, let me show you what I had. Yeah, not really, but thank you. I appreciate it. And if you don't mind, I'm going to gain my 2 life. And I'm going to say, good game, opponent. Very good game. Oh, man. Streets are saying that Bandit Magic can't finish a draft. Let me give you a breakdown of my last few drafts here. All right. We went 6-1. Couldn't get the job done, finished at 6-3. Next draft, we went 6-1 again. Couldn't get the job done, finished at 6-3. This draft, we started 5-0. And we could not get the job done. We finished 5-3. Lost 3 in a row after starting 5-0. So, you hate to see it, but you know what? What matters to me is that you guys are watching and having a good time. Thank you so much. Make sure you like and subscribe. And stay tuned for more episodes, more drafts here at Bandit Magic. You guys have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.